Good morning to everyone, student. Here we are going to see some of the questions from workbook chapter number 5. Okay, so in the previous video we had already seen some of the questions from chapter 5 from your workbook, from question number 1 to 10 is completed, and 2-3 questions we had said that we are not going to do, so it will be omitted. Then moving toward the next question, that is question number 11 from the workbook. Here it is said that present the following data in the form of a grouped frequency distribution table. 6 classes of equal size and class interval. So dear student, here the class interval is given between 8 to 18. This is the lower limit. Okay, lower limit. This is the upper limit. Now, how to find the class size? In order to find the class size, lower limit minus upper limit minus lower limit. So 18 minus 8 will be equals to how much? So this will be equals to 10. So this should be the class size. Okay, 10 is the class size for the class interval 8 to 18. Now here we have to create 6 classes except 8 to 18. 8 to 18 को छोड़ करके और हमको 6 क्लास इंटरवल प्रिपेयर करना है, जिसका क्लास साइज मतलब अपर लिमिट और लोअर लिमिट. दिस इज कॉल्ड द ग्रेटर नंबर इज कॉल्ड एन अपर लिमिट, द स्मॉलर नंबर इज कॉल्ड द लोअर लिमिट, एंड द बोथ द डिफरेंस इज सेड टू बी एज अ क्लास साइज. दोनों में जब हम डिफ्रेंशिएट करते हैं, दैट इज अपर लिमिट माइनस लोअर लिमिट जब हम कंसिडर करते हैं, तो वहाँ पर उसका क्लास साइज मतलब एक क्लास में कितना नंबर का डिफरेंस है, दैट कम्स. ओके, सो हियर वी हैड फाइंडेड हियर द क्लास साइज इज 10. नाउ वी हैव टू क्रिएट 6 क्लास इंटरवल ऑफ इक्वल क्लास साइज. सो विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस क्लास इंटरवल विच इज गिवन इन द book of the question number 11 from your workbook, that is class interval is 8 to 18. Now with the help of this class size 8 to 18, we are going to form the next 6 classes. Okay, and also in this question it is said to prepare a frequency table. Now look how to prepare a table. So question number 11, here we are going to prepare frequency distribution table. Okay, so here what is the class interval we are having? The class interval of the first size which is given in the question is 8 to 18. Okay, next, second we have to mark the frequency, and remember one thing, that the class size should be equal. क्लास साइज मतलब 8 to 18 है, तो नेक्स्ट में 18 to नेक्स्ट होगा what it will be 28. So next class interval is 8 to 28, then 28 to 38, then 38 to 48, then 48 to 58, 58 to 68, and 68 to 78. So this is the mark. Clear up to here. So this is the class interval of equal size. जब ये जो होगा आपका अपर लिमिट होगा, ये लोअर लिमिट होगा, फिर से ये अपर लिमिट होगा, लोअर लिमिट होगा. जब हम नंबर काउंट करेंगे, जब 8 से लेकर के 18 तक नंबर हम उस डेटा में देखेंगे, तो याद रखना जो 18 नंबर है, द 18th नंबर यहाँ पर काउंट नहीं होगा, वो काउंट होगा सेकेंड इंटरवल में. दैट विल बी काउंटेड इन द सेकेंड इंटरवल. रिमेंबर दैट. जैसे नंबर है हमारे पास 8, ठीक है, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. अब 18 वाला जो नंबर है, वो 18 वाले नंबर को हम काउंट नहीं करेंगे कि उस डेटा में वो कितने बार आया है. ओके, वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू काउंट द नंबर 18 बिकॉज इट विल बी एक्ट एज एन लोअर लिमिट फॉर द नेक्स्ट. सो जहाँ पर लोअर लिमिट रहेगा वो काउंट होगा, बट अपर लिमिट जो है वो नेक्स्ट क्लास में काउंट होता है. सो यहाँ पर कितने नंबर्स आएंगे वो हम कहाँ से काउंट करेंगे? वॉट एवर द डेटा इज गिवन इन योर workbook question number 11, from that we are going to count. So here looking towards the data is being given here in the questions, counting the numbers from 8 to 17, and the 18 will be included in the second class interval. Clear? So here we can see that the class interval, that means 3 नंबर है फ्रीक्वेंसी का. कौन कौन से नंबर्स हैं हमारे पास? वहाँ पर देखो 11 है. ओके, 11 इज देयर, देन 14 इज देयर, 17 इज देयर, उसके बाद सारे नंबर्स बड़े हैं, ठीक है। सो 8 से 18 तक 3 नंबर्स हैं हमारे पास। क्लियर एवरीवन? नाउ मूविंग टुवर्ड्स द 18 to 28. Now the second interval is 18 to 28 because 28 के minus 18 will be the class size 10. जब हम लोग अपर लिमिट को लोअर लिमिट से माइनस करेंगे तो क्लास साइज 10 निकलेगा। सो सबका डिफरेंस जो क्लास साइज है वो सेम होना चाहिए, isn't it? It should be same. सो सेम होना चाहिए, इट विल बी सेम इटसेल्फ। ना हमको काउंट करना है एस 18 यहाँ पर काउंट होगा, तो यहाँ पर 28 जो अपर लिमिट है वो थर्ड इंटरवल में काउंट होगा, मतलब हमको 18 से 27 नंबर्स कितने बार आए हुए हैं उसमें उसको काउंट करना है। सो दैट विल बी 3 अपीयर्स। सो हियर इट विल बी 3। इन द सेम वे द थर्ड इंटरवल वी आर मूविंग टुवर्ड, दैट इज 28 to 38 विल बी अगेन 3, then 5, 6, 4 and 2. So here we are getting 4 plus 6, 10, then 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So here we are getting the total as 26. So this is the frequency distribution table which you have to do it, okay. So here we are getting the intervals. Now moving towards the next question number 12. So dear student, what we have to do is we have to omit the question number 12. We are not going to do this question number 12. So cross that. Moving towards the next question, here in the question number 13. In the question number 13 it is said that, what is said in question number 13? Write the percentage into the right circle sectors. So what we have to do? Write the percentage into the right circle sector. So here we are having the question 13, A part. It is said a circle is being given and the circle is having the different sectors. A different sectors is being marked. Like 5%, 65%, 20% and 10%. This percent we have to mark in this sector. ठीक है, ये पर क्वेश्चन नंबर 13 में ये परसेंट दिया हुआ है। इस सेक्टर के साइज के अकॉर्डिंग हमको परसेंट उस सेक्टर में, सर्कल के सेक्टर में मार्क करना है। तो सबसे छोटा सा सेक्टर क्या होगा? ये 5% सबसे छोटा है। देन सबसे बड़ा कौन सा होगा? 65% वाला होगा। देन आफ्टर 20% एंड देन आफ्टर द 10%. So like this you have to mark the sectors for question number 13. Now moving toward the B part, again we are having a circle and in that circle a sectors we have to mark it. A sectors is being given like this. Okay, here it is 21%, 17%, 33%, 29%. Okay, so smallest one is this one, 17%. Then 20. After 17%, here you will mark it as a 21%. This one will be 21%. Then the smallest one is 17%. This will be 29%, and this is a greater, so it will be 33%. So you have to mark inside the circles the sectors like this. Clear everyone? Moving towards the next question, we are having. So question number 14 again you have to omit. Cross that, we are not going to do. Now come to the question number 15. In the question number 15 it is said that the pie chart below shows how Mr. Davis distributes his monthly income into different household expenses. See the pie chart to answer the following question. So here a pie chart is being given. You can look, a pie chart is given in the question. With the help of this pie chart we have to answer the following questions in the form of MCQ. Okay, so here also the symbol is being given. So rent symbol, grocery symbol, eating out, entertainment and other. Like this a pie chart is given, and at the side of the pie chart, that means at the left hand side of your book, it is given some notation. Okay, so here we can see that so first question here, in which of the above category does Mr. Davis spend the greatest portion of his income? So by seeing the notation, by seeing the pie chart, सबसे बड़ा कितना है? We can see that rent is how much percent we are having? Rent we are having 30%, isn't it? Grocery how much we are having? I will write here. 15%. So here we can see that a dot is being given, so that is rent, and rent is of 30%. Okay. Then a grocery is given, grocery is of full pink color, so that is of 25%. Then after next, eating out, in the eating out a lining is given, and eating out, that means how much percent it will be? It will be 10%. Next, entertainment, entertainment line will be like this, isn't it? That is 20%. Now other is given in a light shade of light pink, isn't it? So that is 10%, 15%. So these are the percentages being given, and in the first part of the question number 15, it is said that in the A part, which is greatest portion. So जो मिस्टर डेविस है वो सबसे ज़्यादा इनकम अपने किस चीज़ में एक्सपेंस करते हैं? सो इट विल बी 15, 20, 10%, 25% और 30%. तो सबसे ज़्यादा परसेंट उसका कितना है? 30% है. सो वी आर गोइंग टू राइट दैट आंसर एज अ रेंट. रेंट इज द करेक्ट ऑप्शन. ओके, सो मार्क इट रेंट एज अ करेक्ट ऑप्शन इन दिस. Moving toward the B part of the question, here it is said that what portion of the monthly income does Mr. Davis spend on entertainment? So entertainment के लिए कितना परसेंट उन्होंने एक्सपेंस किया? That is the second part, 20% that you have to take. Moving toward the C part of the question, what fraction of the income does Mr. Davis spend on groceries? So dear student, what we are having in the groceries? C part. 25% we are having, तो here परसेंट को हमको किस में कन्वर्ट करना पड़ेगा? फ्रैक्शन में, बिकॉज इन द क्वेश्चन इट इज आस्क्ड अबाउट द फ्रैक्शन. सो हियर इट विल बी 1/4. सो द आंसर विल बी 1/4, which is the option number 1. It is the correct option. Clear? Moving toward the D part. Here in the D part, the answer, if Mr. Davis earn rupees 2000 per month, how much does he spend on grocery? If Mr. Davis in total income is 2000, okay, and how much he spend on grocery? Groceries is 25% of 2000. We are going to take it out. So 25 upon 100 into 2000, क्योंकि इसी का तो परसेंट निकालेगा. अगर टोटल इनकम उसका 2000 होगा तो यहाँ पर ये कैंसिल होकर 1/4 हुआ. So 2000 into 1 will be 2000 divided by this number. So here it will be 2. Here directly we will cut by the table of 4. So here 4 1s are 4, 4 5s are 20. So 500. So what the answer for the D part? That is third option is the correct one. 500 is the correct answer. So write down the options 500. So here we had completed the question number 15. Moving toward the next question, that is question number 16. Here in the question number 16, it is said that a middle school surveyed its students to find out how many they commutes to schools every day. The data of the survey are presented in the following pie chart. See the circle pie chart to answer the following questions. So here as pie chart is being given and a notation is given, isn't it? pie chart के साथ यहाँ notation दिया है. उस pie chart को समझने के बाद आपको MCQ का टिक करना है. So look how what is being given. Here we can see that in question number 16, a bus is in the shade form notation and its percent is given as a 40%. Okay, then light shade pink color, a car is given and it is 25%. Then bike, it is of 25% again. Then after walk, it is of 10%. And from where this percent we are getting? This percent we got from the pie chart. Pie chart जो draw हुआ है वहाँ से आपको percent मिला है. ठीक है? So first question here, if 100 students are responded to the survey, how many students are car rider? So what is the percent of car rider? First, car rider is equals to 25%. So 25% of 100, because 100 स्टूडेंट्स के बीच सर्वे हुआ, तो 100 स्टूडेंट्स के बीच सर्वे हुआ तो कितने स्टूडेंट्स को कार चलाने आता होगा, उसके लिए ये निकालेंगे 100%, 25% ऑफ 100. सो 25 अपॉन 100 इंटू 100. सो यहाँ पर 100 कैंसिल हो जाएगा. व्हाट विल बी द आंसर? 25. So for A part, for question number 16, A part answer will be fourth, that is 25, that you have to take. Okay. Now moving toward the B part of the question, if 200 students responded to the survey, how many are either bike or car riders? So here what we have to do as bike and car rider. So dear student, you can see that bike and car rider both it is same. इन दोनों का परसेंट जो है वो सेम है. सेम होने के कारण क्या करेंगे, इफ 200 है इसके 100 की जगह 200 कंसीडर करेंगे. सो अगर हम बाइक कंसीडर करते हैं तो भी वही आएगा, कार कंसीडर करेंगे तो भी आएगा, क्योंकि दोनों का जो परसेंट है बाइक और कार का सेम है. सो 25% ऑफ 200 we have to find out. So 25 upon 100 into 200. So here 0 zeros from the numerator and denominator will be get cancelled. 5 into 2, 25 into 2, so it will be 50. So the answer for the B part of the question is option A, 50. क्लियर अप टू हियर, यहाँ तक समझ आए? क्योंकि बाइक और कार का परसेंट सेम है ना, इसलिए आइदर बोला गया, तो दोनों का परसेंट सेम होगा 25-25. तो अगर 25% जो लोग हैं वो, अगर 200 का सर्वे होता है, 200 पीपल में सर्वे होता है, तो 50 लोगों को, 50 लोगों को बाइक चलाना है और 50 लोगों को कार. ओके, बोथ आर सेम. नाउ मूविंग टुवर्ड द क्वेश्चन नंबर 17, वी आर हैविंग द फ्रीक्वेंसी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन of a age group of 40 persons of a colony is given below. Here age group of 40 persons colony is being given. Okay, now 40 to 45, 45 to 50, 50 to 55, 55 to 60, 60 to 65, like that it being given, and the number of percent is given. एक क्वेश्चन में एक टेबल दिया हुआ है, उस टेबल के अकॉर्डिंग, दिस इज द टेबल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन टेबल, एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन टेबल वी हैव टू आंसर द फॉलोइंग क्वेश्चन. दिस इज नोन एज अ क्लास इंटरवल. ओके, सो वी कैन सी दैट 40 to 45, 45 to 50, so class size is same, 5 is the difference, है ना. So moving toward the question, what said in the question, let's see. Now write the numbers of the following question. Write the upper limit of the first class interval. So what is the first class interval of question number 17 we are having? That is 40 to 45. As we know that this is the upper limit and this is the lower limit. So first question number 17, A part question, it is said that write the upper limit of the first class interval. So this will be the answer. Upper limit is 45. Okay, for the 17th, right? 45 as an answer in your book. Moving toward the B part of the question, here it is said that write the class marks of the second class interval. Second class interval is 45 to 50, and here it is said that class mark. Write the class marks of the second interval. So dear student, class marks, that means how much it is. Here class marks is 12. Class marks will be 5, because 45 to 50 is the student and number of the people is, number of the person is 12. So the size of this both will be 50 minus 45, so it will be equals to 5. So the answer will be like this. You have to write the answer together like this. Solve ऐसे करके उसको 5 लिखना है, ठीक है. क्लास साइज पूछा गया है तो. Now moving toward the C part of the question, write the class size of each classes. Class size of each classes, that means the answer will be for 5, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 size is given. So for all the 4, the answer will be same. 5, 5, 5. Why it is same? Because वहाँ पर जितने क्लास इंटरवल दिया है उस डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन टेबल में, उसका जब क्लास साइज निकालेंगे that will be remain same. So the answer will be 5 for all the filler. Moving toward the D part, class interval which has the highest frequency is. Class interval which has the highest frequency is. Highest frequency is means सबसे ज़्यादा फ्रीक्वेंसी किसका है. सो सबसे ज़्यादा फ्रीक्वेंसी हम देख सकते हैं फ्रीक्वेंसी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन टेबल में. क्लास इंटरवल जो हमारा है 50 से 55 है, उसमें नंबर ऑफ द पीपल आर हाउ मेनी, नंबर ऑफ द पीपल आर 30. सो दिस इज द फ्रीक्वेंसी. जो नंबर ऑफ द पीपल है वही आपका फ्रीक्वेंसी. तो हाईएस्ट फ्रीक्वेंसी किस क्लास इंटरवल में है, तो 50 से लेकर 55 के बीच जो क्लास इंटरवल है उसमें हाईएस्ट फ्रीक्वेंसी 13 है. सो उसका क्लास इंटरवल क्या होगा, दैट इज 50 to 55. So write the answer 50 to 55. Okay, maximum. Then coming to the E part of the question, write the lower limit of the last interval. So last interval is 60 to 65. So this is the lower limit. The answer for that will be 6060. Write the answer 6060 for E part. Now F part, maximum number of persons lies in the age group. सबसे ज़्यादा person, that is only the same answer as we are having for the D part. That is 50 to 55. So here question number 17 is completed. Moving toward the question number 18. It is said that an unbased dice is thrown. Write the probability of getting. So dear student, directly I will write the answers on the board so that you can write it on your copies. So please write them in your book, not copy. So what is the question number 18 we are having? A part. Answer is 3. Second answer is again 3. Third answer is 4, 5, 6 greater than 3. Okay, and fourth answer will be again 3, 6. That will be 2 by 6 is equals to 1 by 3. Here we can write the second one as 3 by 6 is equals to 1 by 2. Okay, and third also 3 by 6 is equals to 1 by 2. Why we had written like this? Because here it is said that dice होते कितने? Have you seen a die? This is a die and it is having 6 faces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like this die का जो फेस रहता है उसमें ऐसे मार्क रहता है ना. तो हमको ये फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन पूछा गया फॉर इवन नंबर. तो इवन नंबर कितने होते हैं डाइस में? व्हाट आर द इवन नंबर्स? इवन नंबर इज 2 and 4, 6. तो कितने इवन नंबर हो गए? 1, 2, 3. सो दिस इज अ 3 इवन नंबर. और टोटल नंबर ऑफ नंबर्स कितने होते हैं? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 नंबर्स होते हैं उसमें, तो दैट विल बी डिवाइडेड. सो आंसर विल बी 1 by 2. Similarly, it is asked for the odd number. So odd number is 1, 2, 3. So that is again 3 by 6. So the answer will be 1 by 2 itself. Then for a number greater than 3. So ये number greater than 3 are which number? These are the number which is greater than 3. So here we are having the numbers which is greater than 3 are 4, 5, 6. So the answer will be 3 numbers greater than 6. Sorry, greater than 3. For a multiple of 3, इस जो आपका 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 है, उसमें 3 का मल्टीपल क्या होगा? 3 का मल्टीपल होगा 3 and 6. So the multiple is 3 and 6. That is a 2 number. Total number of our dice is 6. So dividing 1 by 3. Answer. Okay. Moving toward the 19th question. A bag contains 3 red and 2 blue marbles. A marble is drawn at random. The probability of drawing a blue marble is dash. So total marble, how much it will be? Question number 19. Blue marble, it is given as 2. And red marble, it is given 3. So total marble is 2 plus 3 is equals to 5. So in the question it is asked that probability of getting the blue marble, isn't it? So probability of getting the blue marble, how many blue marble we are having? 2. And the total number of probability we are having, that is total number of marble is 5. So the answer will be 2 by 5. Clear? Moving toward the last question of this chapter from your workbook, chapter number 5. A bag contains 5 red balls, 8 white balls and 4 green balls and 7 black balls. If one drawn at a random, write the probability. So dear student, here the answer for question number 20 is first black ball we are having how many? 7. And total number of balls are 8 plus 5 plus 4 plus 7 is equals to 24. This is the total number of balls. So 7 upon 24. Second, red. So that is 5 upon 24 and not green. That is rest other. So it will be 20 upon 24. So this is the answer. 20 upon 24 not green. That means you have to add the number of balls. Red balls, white balls and 7 black balls except the green balls. Okay, so adding all these 3 you will get the answer as 20 and the total number of balls we are having as a 24. So here chapter number 5th from the workbook, explanation of chapter number 6 from the workbook it is completed. From tomorrow we are going to see chapter number I said 5th, isn't it? So chapter number 5th from the workbook it is completed. Tomorrow we are going to start chapter number 6 from the workbook of class 8th, that is square and square roots. So for today, thank you.